Hey Wayne, given that the NHL is planning to enforce the cross-checking call,
Uh,
doing what you do for a living in front of the net, what do you think of that going forward? And are you encouraged by that idea coming from the league?
yeah, it'll be nice. I've been here for almost 14 years now, and I've made a living taking lumber to the back. So, if they're going to clamp down on it, so be it. But to be honest with you, I don't see how they're really going to be able to do it in front of the net. I think it's just part of the game, and it just kind of happens sometimes. I think the egregious ones, yeah, but sometimes there's a little bit of posturing there, and the player, on the offense kind of uses it as a tool as well. So.
How big of an issue do you think it was in recent years? Like, did it get out of hand in your
To me, I don't think it got out of hand. I think you play certain teams where guys kind of utilize them more than others, but. Ever since I came in the league, I think it's been such a staple that I'm so used to it that it doesn't even really faze me too much, to be honest with you.
Do you think that if they do call it tighter, it could help a team like the Leafs with the high end talent you guys have? And the fact that you guys haven't drawn as many penalties, I know even predating you, the Leafs haven't had a lot of power.
Yeah, I guess it could help us. It could help other teams, but I think I'm more looking for consistency. If you're going to call it, make sure you're calling it by the book both ways, and you're not letting anything slide. Sometimes you hear they're going to clamp down on some things, and as the season gets going, the longer we go, they kind of loosen up on it. So if you're going to do it, I think you just got to be consistent, throughout the full 82 game schedule and playoffs especially.
Have you had much interaction with new coach Greg Pardon, peak performance coach?
A little bit. I've gotten a chance to speak with him a couple times. Nothing official. Just kind of passing him in the hallways. He seems like an awesome guy. So, I look forward to definitely continuing to speak with him and building our relationship.
And how important do you think a guy like that is, and just in general, the mental side of the game is?
Yeah, I think it's huge. As a player, sometimes you get into you get into your own mind, and sometimes it's hard to dig yourself out of it. And when you have a professional helping you out, helping you kind of navigate, the way through the mental game, it makes it a lot easier. I remember in Philadelphia, we had someone of the sort, kind of the same thing, and I used it really early on, and going into Philadelphia, and it actually really helped, with my on ice and off ice.
How familiar are you with his background, Greg?
Not too familiar. Not too familiar, to be honest with you.
Who stood out most to you in camp so far? Has anyone caught your eye?
I think our camp has been incredibly hard, up until this point, and the majority of the guys, not the majority of guys, everyone's been working really hard. I think Mikheyev, actually looks, a really good guy. Chance to play on a line with him last night, and he looked real strong, real fast as he usually does. So, he's been great, I think.
What sort of potential do you see for him to take another step? He seems to generate a lot of chances, hasn't had much luck.
Yeah, I think for Mickey, it's just kind of working on his finishing, like you said. He always gets to those spots. He always, he does a great job, working the puck from the wall, to the front of the net. If he could, like I said, maybe work on his finishing a little bit more. That's not to say he's not a great player in his own right, because he already is a great player. But that'll just add to his totals and obviously help the team out.